Hi everybody, it's Jill here with Mommyvignettes, and I'm going to do a video today on some travel tips. So we are leaving tomorrow. We are flying to Wisconsin to visit my sister and her family, and we've only flown once before with my little girl when she was about 10 months old, and now she's 19 months old, and it's totally different experience trying to pack for a toddler versus a baby. So I just had some tips because I feel like this time I've been much less stressed trying to pack and get everything ready than the first time we flew with my daughter. So one thing I would suggest is getting started early. And by that I mean like at least a couple weeks before your trip, you should start packing and making a packing list. So I have to have a packing list when I'm packing for everybody in my family. So I have a packing list for my husband and me, and for my daughter and specific things. And if you go to my blog, mommyvignettes.blogspot.com, I already have a packing list for that's good to use with 6 to 12 month olds, and I did that when we traveled with my daughter last summer. So you can look at that travel list on my blog, and then I'll update it for a toddler, since there's different things that you take. But one thing I would do is I just went online and Googled, toddler packing list for toddlers, for kids, and there's a whole bunch of different websites with lots of good information on things to pack. So I just kind of perused those, looked at them, and then I wrote down my own things because I kind of like to have my own, because there's some things that weren't on those lists that I needed to include. And I think it's the easiest if you break out your packing list into different sections. So one section for clothing, one section for diapering, one section for meal time, one section for bath time, one section for sleep time, and then gear and miscellaneous. And that way it helps you not to forget things that you need. So if you go to the diapering section, you go, okay, I'm going to need diapers, wipes, diaper rash cream, maybe a changing pad, those types of things. If you go to mealtime, then you'll remember you need a bib, you need utensils, all those, forks, spoons, sippy cup, all those things. And then bath time, baby soap, sponge, washcloth, towel, all those things. So it helps to kind of keep it organized that way. And then, so I did that about 2 weeks ago, where I made a detailed list for both my husband and I, and then for my daughter, and all the things she would need. And then probably just a few days ago, I pulled out the suitcases and I started actually packing. I got out some of her clothes. I washed everything that I was going to take. I started packing her clothes, her shoes, put them in there, everything that we weren't going to be using in the next few days. I've put in there already, and I can't tell you how less stressed I felt this time. So usually we just pack the night before we go, or the day of, if we're leaving in the evening. And I just always feel so stressed, and I feel like it takes hours and hours to get packed. But this time I feel like I have almost everything packed already, and we really just need to grab a few extra things and put them in, and then we'll be ready to go, and then I can focus on getting our carry-ons packed. So another travel tip I have, and I've done this both for the first time we traveled and this time, is I did a tally for diapers and wipes, so I would know exactly how many I needed to bring. So when you go to pack, you may not have any clue how many diapers and wipes your child uses in the course of 5 days, 8 days, however long you're going to be gone, 3 days, and it varies between child to child and what ages they're at. So if they're an infant, you go through a lot more diapers than versus when they're older. So what I did was, we're going to be gone for 8 days. So I started an 8-day tally sheet, and I just put it right next to my daughter's changing table. So on one side I had diapers, and the other side I had wipes. And every time I changed a diaper, I would put a tick sheet or a tick mark right under diapers, and every time I used a wipe, I would put, how many wipes I used. So, and then at the end of 8 days, we tallied it up, and we could see how many, diapers we used and how many wipes we used. And then what you want to do is add about 50% in addition to that, so that you never want to find yourself running out of diapers or wipes. So, so let's say, in that 8 days, we use, let's say, like 40 diapers. So you'd want to bring 50% of that, which would be 20 additional diapers. So you'd want to bring about 60 diapers total. And that would be pretty good to cover you. And the same thing with wipes. So, and that way, you know, you will be set. One thing you could also do that we looked into was if you're, you know, where you're traveling to, and we're traveling, we're going to be staying with family. So one thing option I looked into was actually getting online and ordering a package of diapers and having it mailed to my sister's house so that it would be there and I wouldn't have to pack, you know, 45, 50 diapers for my daughter. So I ended up not doing that because it was going to be kind of expensive. So we're just going to pack our diapers. But that's one option you could do if you were having an extended vacation, is send your diapers ahead. So they're already there. And same thing with food if you wanted to, so you don't have to pack quite so much. So anyways, that's some of my travel tips. I'll do maybe another video on the suitcases and how those are packed up. And then, I'm going to do a video on my carry-on toys for my daughter. Which will be really exciting because I found some places online where you can buy toddler activity sets that come with different toys and things for the airplane, and it was really expensive, and I found all the same toys online for much cheaper, and there's some really good tips with those so that your child can stay entertained on the plane. So I'll do a video on those toys once they arrive. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, please let me know, comment below. Please make sure that you subscribe up above so you can see all my videos as they are posted. And also visit my blog, mommyvignettes.blogspot.com. You can stay tuned for all of my videos and all the information that I post. Thanks, guys. Bye.